Greetings and salutations, fellow gamers. Lukey P here with a new series just to look at a game called Banished. So this is, this is a really great game. If any of you haven't got it and enjoy this type of game, hopefully watching me play this will get the people who work hard at developing this a few more purchases. So at the moment I've started a new job recently, which has severely limited my gaming time. Unfortunately, I'm part way through a Terraria series, but yeah, I really felt like playing this game, Banished, in part because winter is setting in here in the UK, and I kind of really like the survival aspects of this game for winter. And yeah, also because there is a new version of a mod out, so I'm going to be playing Colonial Charter 1.75 Journey, and this just basically adds a whole bunch of new features to the game which aren't there in vanilla, which enhance the game. There's nothing there which is game breaking or gamey or anything like that. So yeah, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to do, let's have a look. Can't really remember what types of things I like here. I got a few new things I think as well. Let's just do flat plains, gives us some land to build on. Very large map. I have had harsh before, but let's have fair. And this just affects when winter comes. Disasters will leave off because they are as annoying as anything. We'll leave them off. You still have some things like crop blights, I think, but disasters before now have just, tornado sits down in the middle of your town and just smashes everything, which is just a little bit rubbish, really. These are different types of starting conditions, so you can see Colonial Charter adds a whole load, and some of these are these are really remarkable, some of them. Curse of the Golden Llama. Let's start on hard, which is you start with 4 families, small amount of clothing, food, firewood and tools, and no seeds or farming are available. And this is cool. This would do. So yeah, this is a relatively hard start to the game. So let's jump in. I should have had a look at what the thing was called. Bison Wick, is it? Okay. So the story in this mod is that basically you have been sent out by your country, whatever that may be. Looks like it's the UK from this. That's the UK. I'm not sure what flags these are. That might be an old Canadian flag, I think, when it was still a colony. It might have been Australia's old flag as well when it was a colony. But yeah, you start. Okay, let's pause it. So I've got to remember the buttons, which might take me a little while. So we've got simulation speed there, we got tools and reports. So let's put some tools and reports up. So this tells us a little bit about how much wood we've got, how much firewood, how much food, which is just about enough to last us the first year probably. Some store clothes and tools. Yeah, okay, this has changed a little bit, but that's all good. Log of events which have occurred, let's shove that over there in case anything happens. Professions lists. Yeah, I'm really going to cover up that screen a little bit. I think I might make a full scrolling one. Let's see what else we got. Limits on resource productions. Okay, I can go over there. Might be some new stuff to see as we go along playing. So the first thing you want to do on this game is you really want to get ready for your first winter. So we've started in early spring. By the winter we need to have at least 4 houses, but to start off with, you don't really want to build houses. You want to be building and these are different types of houses, by the way. Types, looks similar to what I've seen before. Okay, just having a little look around. So this down here is like your main menu with all the various town services. This is types of food and various things, and I'm trying to remember, because I haven't played for so long, how do I get started, if I'm honest. And I think the first thing you really want is probably a warehouse, but before you can build a warehouse you need some wood. So let's, this button here tells you can destroy everything. You can destroy structures, you can remove everything in the selected area, or you can just harvest trees. So what we're going to do first is we're going to put down, it's starting to come back to me now. Just a smallish stockpile. That'll do. So that's gone down straight away. There's nothing to clear underneath it. And let's just have a look at where we want to. So you want to have a look around to start with. I mean, this is a pretty good starting area because there's a lake over here. There's the river over there for trading, which is key. So we probably want to be building in that general direction, which suggests to me, or up there. So maybe around this area. This might be where we put some key things, which are, and again we've got it on pause at the moment, which allows you to set up. So the first thing you really want food wise is you want a gatherer's hut, and you can see the range of it, and you want to get it as much kind of forest in it as possible, really. So probably, yeah, probably about there is good. These are amazingly good, by the way. Gatherer's huts are just so incredible to support the start of the game. We also want a hunting cabin. Which we'll kind of put next to the... Again, it doesn't matter if they're not 100% lined up, but we're going to pause them both, because we don't actually want to build them yet. And we also want some other things around them, which are resource productions. We want a... These are new. Huh. Okay, that's quite interesting. I'm probably going to put the forest to this side of it. And again, we'll pause that. And we probably also want we'll want a warehouse by that in due course as well, so we might as well. Yeah, we might might as well pop that down for now. I'm just trying to remember where it is. Storage barn, that will do. Let's put that there. Pause that. And then next to this one, we probably want a couple of storage places, stockpiles, but we'll get to that later. So first, what we want to do is we just get our people started by harvesting some trees and some stone. Okay, that should do to get us started with, so let's just pump up the speed a little bit. See, the children don't do anything at the moment. Which is fine, actually. Oh, a bit of snow in early spring. Not ideal, but there we go. Okay. This is iron, by the way. We don't need any of that yet. You can mine it out the ground later. One of the problems with the earlier forms of the game was the unmodded form is you used to actually wasteland if you mined stone or I think iron out the ground. It used to kind of be like barren land then forevermore in a quarry. That's not the case on this, which is a lot better. I've just paused it because I'm going to plonk down something which is very useful to have in the town centre, because one of the first things you want for winter is a woodcutter. And that is worth, we've got enough to build that now, and we're going to build it. And you see here, so at the moment there are 8 labourers. I need to tell some of them, or one of them, I think, to go over, let's do 2 of them, go over and do some building. Not great weather for spring, but the temperature's still alright. Do is I'm going to start thinking about getting that going, which probably means I need a log stockpile. Actually, we can play around with the efficiency of that later on. Let's just put a stockpile there for now. So what should happen is they should go over and remove some of that. And that should... I'm just conscious I might have made that a bit too big. I have, yes, because I can't get a dirt road through there. So let's... through there, and then we can build a stockpile which is over here. Here's some ducks. These are. These might be interesting new... Yeah, these look like certain types of trees, like apple trees or something. This might be a new feature of the mod. I probably should have researched before I started playing, but yeah, okay. We'll play it the old way. not being stunningly efficient in the start, I don't think, in part because I think a few of them have got waylaid over to here. Okay, I think I've probably got enough stuff from up here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel the removal of all of this so that they will head down here and start building up this. I'm going to want one woodcutter because this is nearly finished. Fuel limit, let's go for 300. Pop down our first house. So in a minute that will be clear. Okay, that's good. Now we want that. There's our first home. Just build a little road down there. So at the moment this is acting as our storehouse in the town centre, and what I will probably do is put a proper storage barn in. We probably won't start building that just yet. But we do need to start building that so that our gatherer's hut has got somewhere to go. And I will probably put couple of houses down. So this is, I'm building the houses here so that the people who are working here don't have to constantly walk back there if they live over there. They can start gathering the food there. So we've got the chance to put some gatherers down now. So we should be doing that to try and yeah, this has changed a fair bit. So this determines how many we've got. So I say I want 2 there for now. So I've got 2 labourers, 3 builders, 1 woodcutter, which is fine right now. Oh, have we not left ourselves enough room for a little pathway? We haven't. So that means what we're going to do is I'm just going to delete that. And let's put it that way instead. Tell you what, let's put down the road first. Okay, that'll do. hold down shift you can build roads in a different direction, so since they're all going along this way a lot, let's stick down the road like that. So it's late summer. We've probably got enough firewood for the winter now, I should imagine, so I'm going to turn this off temporarily. I've lost my maybe I want the full one on actually. Gotta be conscious, so you want really, when you're starting, you want wood fuel to survive the winter, then you want food, then you want clothes and tools. Just pause that one as well. There we are, so we've got a new child born and a new adult born. We're a little bit short of time, so I'm actually going to pause that and I'm going to throw down some houses in the town centre because I think those are probably going to be a little bit more important. Reserve of food is low. Yep. So we really didn't start with much food. Probably should have got that gatherer's hut down a bit earlier on in the season, I think. So we're not doing too bad, it's kind of hovering a little bit. Stone is low as well. Oh, stone's a problem actually because we've only just got enough to get some. So you see, winter's set in now already. It's only autumn. Temperature's -1. 4 people are homeless. Slightly dangerous, but I think before we get to the worst of winter we should oh no, we're not going to, are we? So this is, just check it's in Celsius. Show Celsius, yep. Being a Brit, I only really understand Celsius. It's a little bit more of a race than I'm used to get the houses down, but I think it's because it's winter's come early in effect. So there we are, so we now have no homeless people, so that's gone away there, and in effect we can kind of settle in for the winter a little bit. So we've got some stored firewood. We do need to pick up some of these. Let's just clear this out. Also look to harvest some of these trees. So you saw just there was a temporary little lack of food sign over it, and That's because we are, you know, we are on the borderline of starvation. So you can see there's 0 food now. So there's no food stored anywhere, which is not good. So gatherer still kind of works in winter, but it's not it's not quite enough. We probably need to yeah, let's look at getting that hunting cabin down. We've got enough stone. It might need to come over a little bit, but we've got enough stone. Still pretty good on firewood. We got up to 300, so we're down to 185, and we're in early winter, so there's nothing too disastrous about that. Just do is ring round that. Ring round that as well. Lots of interesting professions, some of which are new, some of which aren't, so yeah, our food's kind of stabilised a bit now. The gatherer's hut is doing its job. Yeah, this is looking like a pretty goodish start. We're a bit short of firewood, so that needs to go back on, and we will down to 60. You've got to keep firewood in this. If you run out of firewood, that's the point at which your game gets pretty challenging, shall we say. We've also got we've got another child out there, which I hadn't noticed, or another child became an adult. So you can, in this game, put them into school, which makes them a lot more efficient. It's one of the things you want to do as early as you can, really, but you also want to get it to the point where you're kind of sustainable as well. So the builders, when they can't build, basically act as labourers, so it's why I'm not too fussed about the split between the two. We'll probably look to do at least 12 stone, does it? Let's see if we can't clear out a bunch of the stone in this area. With the reason being that I want to put the forester down and just tell him to plant trees to really build up this area into a nice, properly tree covered area, to improve the efficiency of the hunter and the gatherer. Okay, we're into spring, so we survived our first winter. Our food is looking excellent. We probably need to start thinking about sorting out our tooling. These are some of the things you can look into later. I'm trying to remember where tools and forges. So these are bigger versions. So we'll put that gentleman there, I think. About putting the tailor down as well. pause that because that takes a lot more resources, so we need minerals and ores, so that must be iron ore, I'm guessing. Anyway, so we're short of stone basically. Again. I might it's only 28% full. What we might do is, I know we've had a couple of children become adults last season, so we probably also want to put a house down, an extra house to start an extra family. Just pause it and see. Okay, not quite as symmetrical as we'd like, but that's okay. Kind of build around here. I like to leave roads because it just helps people get around a bit. And the dirt roads don't make much difference, but they stop me building so people can't move around easily, basically. That's why I put them down all the time. Down a market as well. Now markets are amazing things when you can get them up. Let's put your fuel limit up to 500 so we can build a nice little stockpile. What they allow you to do is they allow you to basically supply an area, so you can see where the areas here, and basically what it allows is it centralizes goods so that people can just come and get it from that area. And it just speeds up all kinds of things. I may even want to think about, have we started building that yet? We have, okay. I may switch the tailor to the other side though, because I may put the market down, not build it yet. Can't remember what those things are. Lumber. Can't remember how I make lumber. Could just put a small market down there for now. And what it does is it just basically, you assign a trader who goes and gets all the goods and brings them here, and then rather than each citizen having to, you know, wander around the map, like they've probably got to wander down there at the moment to get food, the trader goes and brings a whole load back, and then in future people from there can just wander to the market rather than having to wander across a large chunk of the map. Anyway. reserves of tool, and I know the reserves of tool is low. That's why I'm trying to build a blacksmith. Decide that I'd rather have another labourer out there helping move stuff around. This blacksmith might prove the annual thing for the year at this rate, so we're in summer. This guy is there we go. So now we just gotta let them build stuff. Here's a second builder, there we go. Go. We're going to have to stick to rough tools for now, I think, because I don't really have any iron. Where's the nope. Yeah, I'll just stick to rough things for now until we can get some lumber. But for now we just need to get enough people to yeah, be able to do stuff with. So you can see our food's pretty good. So this is a nice buffer, that's pretty good. This will get us some rough tools. I need to I actually don't want 50 because rough tools aren't very good, so I'm going to put down like 25, which will see me through for a little while. Put it down there. Right, that do. 20 tools, that's fine. One store closed left, not so good, which is why I'm trying to get the tailor up and running soonish. But again, stone, stone's not too bad actually now, but all of it's down here. House has gone down and is empty. And later on you get stone houses and they're a lot warmer, and yeah, but we'll upgrade as and when we have the resources. Right now it's better to chop down more firewood. You see we've got some more adults, which is helpful. We might do is put an additional one on hunting. So we've got a 10-year-old builder living by themselves, because yeah, 10, that's an acceptable age to live by yourself on this game. House isn't occupied yet, but that's a little bit of room for growth. Right, we're into early winter, and you notice this year winter's starting later. So the first winter we had, it was dropping to negative in late autumn and there was already snow on the ground. Here we've got early winter and it's raining, but the snow hasn't set in yet. We've got plenty of food, plenty of firewood. Generally life is good in our little town. So yeah, this is I'm pretty happy with this, given I haven't played it for a long time. It's a nice start. I'm really surprised how good the weather is for early winter. Maybe I should have made the climate harsh, make it a bit more of a challenge, but there you go. Little things left on the ground, looks like somebody got distracted while carrying something. Another 9 stone plonk down there, and then we can start building the tailor. Wow, I must not normally play on weather conditions this kind of, because I've never known myself to get to winter and not have it snow. I think on some games actually, to handicap myself, I've set it to like ridiculously harsh, so it's kind of snowing by like late autumn, and if you haven't got all the crops harvested, you're kind of in trouble. Cool. Well, I'm pleased to be playing this game again. I'd forgot how much I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's just building up, nice bit of survival gameplay. All pretty good, really. Let's make a storage barn there, because I don't want to be having to rely on that storage cart for much longer. There we go. So we've got a couple, a 10 and an 11-year-old. I'm not going to comment on the ethics of that. Average health of citizens is dropping a little bit. That builder is still single, so hopefully she finds a partner soonish. We've got that storage barn now. Next thing I want to throw down. Have we had, I don't think we've had any snow this winter. I might even have to restart this game at some point and put it on a harder difficulty, because this is yeah, this is looking pretty easy. If I can go a winter with no snow. Well, we'll see. Maybe I lucked out. Maybe I lucked out. So anyway, so that's we're in start of year 3 now. 13 adults, no students, 8 children. I'm going to put a forester's lodge down. We've got lots of food, which is constantly going up. Plenty of tools. Probably start cutting down some wood, more wood soon. Let's have a look. We need to decide what direction I'm going to grow in. I'm thinking I'm probably going to grow towards that river then, so just cut down these to remind me that's the direction I'm intending to grow in. So that means they can't do anything else because they've run out of leather. Which is surprising given it's got leather down there. So we just want you to plant. Let's put our log limit up. So I'm surprised that person's run out of stuff to do, but since they have, swap them to building some fire. Might want to think about a school at some point soonish. Which I do like to get down early if at all possible, just because of the immense benefits it offers. Squeeze a house in there maybe. No. Oh, wrong thing. Cancel building. Remember how I remove roads. I must know how to do that because I think I've already done that this episode. Remove roads, there we go. So what this does do is it delays, schools are quite an investment because it basically delays the adults or delays children entering the workforce. They won't become adults as quickly because they go to school. That said, they're about twice as efficient when they become adults from memory. Just wondering about putting a herbalist down. Okay, well, I'm kind of just ticking by here. Okay, so the schoolhouse is up and running, so we want to make one person a teacher. So we've now got we've in effect got a pool of 4 floating labourers, which is either labourers or builders, which is probably about right for the town at this stage. I might need to start thinking about getting a sawmill down, I think, to get some lumber. But I'm conscious this episode has gone a little bit long now, which is because I'm enjoying playing the game. So let me just see exactly how long it's been going. Approaching an hour-ish. So what I think I'll probably do is I will probably wrap... Oh, I see, while I was off looking at my video thing, it's zoomed me all the way across the map. Sometimes happens because I tab minimize, and now I can't find where my area is. It's there. There we go. So yeah, what I will probably do is wrap this episode there. When I come back next time, I'll probably have a look about putting down a sawmill, because that will help get me some lumber. I need to work out where the sawmill is kept, of course. Construction, that's it, sawmill. The lumber yards, I do like the sawmills. So yeah, one of my favourite tactics on this game is trading. I absolutely love trading, and quite often I will have like an area where I will import wood. I will have like a dozen sawmills, cutting them up into firewood, sell the firewood back at increased price, use it to buy a bunch of stuff. So I really do like sawmills. They're part of the whole trading economy, which I really like to build up, because actually stone does start to run short pretty-ish early, and yeah, I don't really like quarries because they're not as bad on this game actually, because they don't disrupt the map quite so much. But yeah. Okay, so we'll wrap that there, and I will be back again with another episode soon, I hope, work allowing. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series, or at least the first episode of the series. I hope it's showing you a bit about the game. I really do yeah, enjoy this game a lot. I tend to play it for kind of several weeks at a time, and then I get a town to the point where it's just, you know, there's nothing more to do really. You can grow it as much as you want, but there's no real danger of you running out of resources or food or anything. Often the biggest danger is you run out of storage space, to be honest, for all the massive load of goods you've got. But it's good fun to start off. Might have been even more fun if I had set a ridiculously hard winter setting. Yeah. So we'll wrap it there. Thank you as always for watching. I'm Lukey P, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Thanks for watching.